Three Jukuns that rose to stardom. Beginnings and experiences. You are about to discover their humble beginnings, the obstacles they faced, and how they overcame to bring pride and dignity to the Jukun people. These three icons are retired General T Anjuma, Architect Darius Ishaku FNIA, Jude Lemfani Abaga, popularly known as MI. Humble beginnings. Retired General Theophilus Yakubu Danjuma, former Nigerian Minister of Defense 1999 to 2007. General T.Y. Anjuma GCON, retired, had a distinguished 19-year military career in Nigeria. He ascended through the ranks to Lieutenant General before retiring in 1979 at the age of 40. Before and after retirement, he played key roles in the post-independence military and political events in Nigeria. He was born on the 9th of December 1938 in Takum local government area of Taraba State, Nigeria, to Mr. Kuru Anjuma and Mrs. Rifkatu Asibi. Theophilus Anjuma attended St. Bartholomew's Primary School in Wusasa, Zaria, before transferring to Benue Provincial Secondary School in Katsina Ala, where he was named captain of his school's cricket first 11 team. He received his higher school certificate in 1958 and got scholarship from the Northern Nigerian Scholarship at the Nigerian College of Arts, Science and Technology in Zaria, Ahmadu Bello University in 1958, in 1959, majoring in history. He later left the university by the end of 1960 to join the Nigerian Army. Experiences. In the Congo, Anjuma was commissioned as a second lieutenant and platoon commander in the Nigerian Army. He joined a United Nations peacekeeping force in Sante, Congo's Kantaga province in 1963 and was promoted to captain 3 years later. Captain Anjuma was a member of the 4th Battalion in the counter-coup in Mokola, Ibadan in 1966, when General Johnson Aguiyi Ironsi and his host, General Adekunle Fajuyi, were arrested by northern soldiers under the command of Major Theophilus Anjuma, as he was then. Both men were then kidnapped and taken to a bush by the side of the road, where they were both killed. He was promoted to Lieutenant Colonel in 1967. He was appointed commander of the Nigerian Army's 1st Infantry Brigade in December 1967, a position he held until July 1968. Due to the power struggle among many generals in the Nigerian Army at the time, General T.Y. Anjuma barely escaped near-death experiences and coup attempts. Anjuma led a battalion that freed Jaja Wachuku, the first Speaker of the Nigerian House of Representatives, as well as the first ambassador to the United Nations and the first Foreign Affairs Minister from the Ojukwu government before the end of the Civil War. As Nigeria's representative at the International Court-Martial in Trinidad and Tobago in 1970, Anjuma was named president of the tribunal in a case involving members of a failed coup attempt in Trinidad and Tobago. Following his promotion to colonel in 1971, he was in charge of court-martialing army officers found guilty of corruption and indiscipline for the next 2 years. General T.Y. Anjuma acquired the Nigerian-American Line, a shipping port that traded between Lagos and Santos, Brazil in 1979, and South Atlantic Petroleum, a Nigerian oil production and exportation company, in 1995. He was appointed chairperson of the Warri Conflict Investigation Committee in 2003. General T.Y. Anjuma stepped up his game in December 2008 by establishing the T.Y. Anjuma Foundation. The primary goals of the foundation are to provide philanthropic benefits through the implementation of development programs to the needy in the society. The NATCOM Development and Investment Limited, trading as Entel, appointed General T.Y. Anjuma to the board of directors in 2016. The oil companies are still one of Nigeria's largest and fastest growing oil companies, and they are now producing their own oil. All these achievements have positioned retired Lieutenant General T Anjuma, GCON, as a military icon, an astute politician, as well as a business expert. Another Jukun elite who started out in a humble way and rose to prominence is His Excellency Architect Darius Ishaku, FNIA, the Executive Governor of Taraba State from 2015 to 2023. Architect Darius Ishaku was born on July 30th, 1954 in Lupe, Usa local government area, Taraba State, to Mr. and Mrs. Ishaku and Naomi Estefanos. He is the fifth of 10 children in his family. In 1961, he began his early education at St. Bartholomew's Primary School, Usasa, Zaria, where he graduated in 1967 with his first school leaving certificate. Darius Ishaku went to St. Paul's College, Kufena in Zaria, where he earned his West African Examination certificate in 1972. He began his career as an architect with Inter-Design Partnership in 1980, but left to join Bestac International Association in 1983, where he rose to the position of director. He established his own architectural firm, Exceller Partners, with a head office in Kaduna and branches in Yola, Abuja, and Jos through hard work and courage. His skill at his job had resulted in a number of significant architectural designs across the country. The Central Post Office Boat Design Garki Abuja, the market and shopping complexes in Area 7 Garki Abuja, Faculty of Distant Learning and Continuing Education, University of Abuja, and lots more that we cannot mention are just a few of the construction jobs he worked on. Experiences. Before resigning to run for the governor of Taraba State in 2015, he served as the supervising minister for power, the supervising minister for environment, and the minister of state for Niger Delta affairs. He defeated late Senator Aisha Juma Al-Hassan of the APC and David Sabo Kente of the SDP in the initial governorship election and was elected governor of Taraba State after a rerun election. Darius won the 2015 election, but he was involved in a legal battle with his opponent, Senator Aisha Juma Al-Hassan, who sued him. After a series of court cases, Darius was declared the winner of the governorship election in the state in February 2016. Darius won the governorship election in March 2019 for the second time, defeating his closest rival Alhaji Abubakar Sani Anladi of the All Progressive Congresses by more than 150,000 votes. As a governor, he did a lot of things for Taraba State in the area of road construction, education, health, power supply, water, creation of chiefdoms, and handling tough security challenges in both the ethnic and religious angles that made Taraba to be one of the averagely peaceful states in the northeast. Governor Darius Ishaku, along with his dear wife Barrister Anna Darius Ishaku, have lots of recognitions and awards credited to them for all these great achievements. Taraba State and Jukuns in particular will remain grateful for them for a job well done. Now, on to Jude Lemfani Abaga. A musician par excellence, he was born on the 4th of October 1981 in Jos Plateau State, Nigeria. Jude Lemfani's parents are Pastor and Mrs. Abaga, who both hail from a small village in Takum, Taraba State. M.I. Abaga completed his primary school education and received his first school leaving certificate in Jos Plateau State. M.I. Abaga received his West African Senior School certificate after completing his primary school education at Baptist High School, Jos, Plateau State. He began his music career in 2003. He quickly began producing mixtapes with his friend Genie, finding his place in an industry dominated by the likes of Modenin, Rugged Man, and Idris Abdul Karim. As a result, the critically acclaimed single Safe received extensive airplay on African radio and music video stations like MTV Vibe. He also won awards for the song at the Nigerian Music Video Awards, City People Awards, and NEA, to name but a few. The album gathered awards such as Musician of the Year. MI was later signed to the Chocolate City Company, a well-known Nigerian music label, which forced him to relocate from Jos to Abuja, the country's capital, and influenced the start of his successful career in the Nigerian music industry. From 2015 to 2019, Abaga served as the CEO of Chocolate City. He announced his departure from the label in March 2020 and launched his own record label, Incredible Music. Jude's adventure into the hip-hop world began in 1998 with the sampling of musical works from the DMX and Lauryn Hill record labels. He studied poetry while at Calvin College in Michigan, where he was pursuing a career in business and economics. He performed at the school's major hip-hop shows and concerts on a regular basis. In 2003, his impressive rap flows and attitudes earned him a third-place finish at the Calvin College show dubbed Hip Hop Era, which was Calvin College's only hip-hop show at that time. MI also dabbled into stand-up comedy, but after an embarrassing experience where no one laughed or complimented his jokes as a stand-up comedian, he decided to go ahead with music. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel to stay up to date on the latest Jukun Elites content. Thank you for taking the time to watch.